J Drone here. This is the X1 from Wingsland, and this is the R6 remote. This is the remote that I'm trying to pair to the S6 from Wingsland, and having no luck. I've been able to pair this to the M5. That's actually what it came with. I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in here. We get little lights that you can barely see there. Dude, to pair this, you turn it on. That's simple, man. For this, for the M5, it's pretty simple too. You turn it on, turn this on. A blue light will light. You connect your controller to this. This is connected to the drone just like this is. If you want to connect the app to this, this one does not emit a blue LED on it. You actually connect your cell phone to that, and they're both connected to it at the same time. We're not going to use that. Do have a little bit of wind here. I think we'll be all right. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a fly. And again, I don't have the app on. There's that little wonky grab. I think that's the whatchamacallit, the optical flow positioning. So we will try not to make abrupt stops. Damn. This is what I wanted to see. This is much better than my side yard test. We're also not dealing with that type of heavy wind. We do have a little bit of heavy wind. There's a little buzzer. This is what I need for that S6. The S6 to me is garbage right now. I'm not flying it via the app. Absolutely not doing it. This one is proving to be fun. We're slowly gonna stop it. We're gonna bring it back and see if it don't do that wonky grab. There we go, no wonky grab. And for the most part, it's sitting there. It's not as solid as the Telo's optical flow position, but it is sitting there. We're gonna go ahead and bring it in over here. So this is a success. I was getting frustrated with Wingsland in a hole just because of the S6. Dude, disconnected just like that. I don't have the app running. You don't need the app running. It's connected, it's good to go. The M5 is pretty simple to do that too. Let's get a picture of this flying. Yeah, little buddy. Yeah, let's get it up a little bit higher. Up a little higher. Banzo. There we go. There we go. But that's sitting there nicely. I'm gonna say, dude, that's almost sitting nicer than the S6 minus when the wind grabs it. But the S6 GPS versus this not being GPS and that being all over the place. Now again, I'm just kind of sport flying this. This does have a camera on it and does have an app tied to it. But I just really wanted to get this out and see if it could fly. See if it could be flown, see if I could actually enjoy flying this. And I am. I'm enjoying flying this. So this for me is a win for this drone. I know I did a review on it where I wasn't too thrilled with it just because of the stop and go, but then again, I didn't give it a fair shake. I really didn't. I mean, if we look back here, we do have a little bit of wind. You could probably see that white flag moving. We have a little bit of wind, but that wonky stop, as long as you slow this down, bam, whoop, there's the wonky stop. I didn't slow it down like I was telling you. So going around like that, lightly let off the sticks, and we're gonna bring it back. We're gonna stop it right in front of us, controlled, and you'll see there's no wonky stop. Bam, no wonky stop. Now, if I was coming full pitch forward and let go of the stick, it's gonna buck back and it's gonna wobble a little bit, and the wind's kind of taking it that way. But for me, this is a success, huge success. Now let's get that S6 on this controller and see if we got another win from Wingsland. The mini vet I absolutely love. This is proving to be a good flyer. This is gonna get a 5.8 gigahertz AIO all-in-one camera on it, because I believe it will be able to hold it. Oh, there was that buck. There was the wonky buck. Wasn't paying attention. I thought I was crashing. There, it's right there. Wonky buck. That might be it. There, no, we knocked the battery out of it. So I don't know if this is going to connect automatically with the controller, if I'm going to have to shut it off. So be aware, guys, if you're turboing forward and you let go, this thing's gonna buck back like a Bronco. And we're gonna turn this on. No, that might have been battery. Or no, I got solid LEDs. Let's go ahead and try to give it another run, get it away from that grass there. Yeah, this thing's gonna get an AIO. This was labeled as a racer drone. Why it didn't come with 5.8 gigahertz is beyond me, because it looks good. It looks good. This is set up really nicely where you could. Obviously, it has a little issue with the wind. The wind's taking it that way. But we can fight against the wind. We can definitely fly against the wind. Fly with the wind. Anything can fly with the wind. Now the only thing about this is I'm not gonna have an LVC warning, I don't think, and it's too bright for me to see the lights. And generally the LVC warning you would get through your app. You would see your percentage of battery, it would tell you to land. We don't have this right now. There's a little funnelage for you. So this is proving to be a really nice flyer. I need the S6 on this controller. I've had somebody tell me to go in and change the drone connection during settings. I can't. I can click on it and it does absolutely nothing. We're gonna slow down, come to a controlled stop, and we're gonna come over here. Oh, hold on, right here. Controlled stop, no bucking, no bucking. And it's sitting there as long as the wind's not pushing it. When the wind picks up, it's going. You can see this stuff's pretty stable here. And then bam, you see it start moving. It starts moving, but we can fight against it. So I'm checking this off, guys. I'm checking this off for a flyer. You have to know the drone, you have to control the drone, because again, it will hit the ground if you decide you want to come to a complete stop, especially in wind, because as it bucks backwards, the wind's also pushing against it. Bam. And lightly stop, no bucking, bam. Learning how to fly the drone. That's why I say a lot of people say, oh, this drone's the best, and this, dude, all drones fly differently. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Even if they're in the same class, a lot of them will fly differently. A lot of them have different tech. A lot of them will look identical, but woo, up. But will fly differently. I had to adjust the way that I'm used to normally flying, where I just bolt forward and then let off the stick and the drone stops. You can't do this with this because of the tech that's underneath it. It wants to try to grab the ground, and it does so in a fashion that it actually bucks. Get all up in this, all up in it. Bam, bam. So there it is, R6. This works well. R6 with the M5 works well. The S6 I've yet to get on this controller. I know it's compatible. I've seen people flying with it. I have yet to do it, man. This seems like it's getting a good flight time, man. It really does. There's a little wonkiness with the wind pushing against it while it's trying to do a little funnelage. Little side toss there, backwards funnels. Let off the sticks lightly, cruise, and let go. No wonkiness. No wonkiness, dude. And what I mean by wonky is unstable stopping, where it gets all wonky and does that backstop. So if you're unfamiliar with the word wonky, you've just learned a new J-Drone word and vocabulary for you. Wonkiness. And it might be coming down, it might be coming down. Come up. Yeah, it's done. I tried pushing it up, it was staying at that height there. So that's good. That was, dude, we surpassed what I got on my first S6 run. My last video that I have posted wasn't a full run. I was playing with that battery for a while. But dude, we're out here almost 10 minutes. Probably a minute windup, maybe an 8-minute flight, 7.5-minute flight with the first crash. Guys, I'm J-Drone. This is the X1. Go ahead and put that over there so you can see it. Bam. If you haven't subscribed, please do.